everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be organizing my stayc Shein photo cards as well as setting up my binder for their upcoming comeback, To Love. So we're going to go ahead and get started with setting up the photo cards first, and then I'm going to move on to setting up for their comeback as well as creating a couple of fillers that I actually forgot to do so. Okay, so we're actually going to move all the way to I Want It era. I also did finally organize this binder, so as you can see, I added the fillers that I was missing for S era. Speaking of S era, I did mention in the previous video that there was a lot of pops missing because I did some digging through photos and everything, and I found out that the GOM did not send everything to the other GOM. About a week or so, GOM S asked GOM Y if they could search their home for the missing PCs, because it's honestly really ridiculous how they sent one shop, which could be the online, but then they didn't send the offline, and both of the pops were in the exact same box. So it's really suspicious that the fact that they intentionally took out some photo cards, because I just can't think of another reason why they would not be shipped together. And then, like I mentioned, there was a Polaroid that the Korean address disposed of. We as joiners highly believe that there were other pre-order benefits disposed along with that Polaroid. I don't think I'm going to get those pre-order benefits, but I kind of want to receive my photo cards first, so then I could actually go and double check, because we haven't received claims yet. We were told that we're going to be receiving claims and we haven't gotten anything yet. Anyway, so this is my page for my I Want It PCs. Now I do know that I did not join for all of the group orders, especially because I took a break from the stayc community for a little bit. So while I was on break, all of the fixed spots for like genuine good group order managers were filled up, and so I was left to do pre-claim spots, but I had to do it from two separate GOMs. So these are the pops for the first GOM, and then these are the pops for the second GOM. I'm just gonna organize them like this randomly, and then I'm gonna double check which ones I'm missing and which ones I'm not missing, so then I can go back and look for the pre-order benefits that I need. But these were all the ones that I got. The reason why these took a while was because the GOM was prioritizing, you know, work, school, and stuff like that. But like I mentioned, that they did keep us updated, so it wasn't like they were ghosting us completely. But these were the ones that I joined. I really like the pre-order benefits for this era. I think they're some of my favorite ones. They really outdid themselves a lot with the cute concepts this time around. Also, if anybody has this Shein, could you like DM me, because I am really suspicious about this card, whether it's official or not. It kind of has like the same texture when you like reflect. Obviously it's not going to pick up on camera right now because I have it double sleeved, and it has the same cropping, but I don't know, the photo to me looks a lot saturated, and I just need some like clarification. But it doesn't look like, like a very blurred, I don't know, I just can't really explain it. But I just want some like, if any Shein collector comes across this and has that PC, if you could DM me a video so like I could clarify my suspicions. I think if it does come out to be fake, I think that the GOM used a proxy to order these, and the proxy may have scammed them, or the proxy ended up getting scammed. But I'm really hoping that it's just a PC pressed like that and that it's legit, because it has everything about a real photo card. It doesn't have that really glossy shine. It looks like all of the other pops. It's also really not blurry, or the photo doesn't seem cropped, at least as much from what I've seen on the internet. But yeah, I just have a suspicion. I don't know, it looks a little bit different. Like I said, it looks a little bit oversaturated. So I just want to clear up if this is real or not, because if it's not, then I'll have to go out and actually look for a real one. But if any Shein collector has this photo card, if you could DM me on Instagram, please, I would be forever grateful to you. But these are the PCs. I managed to fill up 3 pages, which is really good, especially considering that I was on a break this era. So that is it for I Want It. Now we're gonna move on to Love, which we do have a couple of pre-order benefits that they announced. But before I go over the pre-order benefits, as always, I'm gonna go over the album specs first. So stayc is finally coming back once again, this time with an album called To Love. I believe this is a singles album, but there is 4 songs in this album. The first version of the album is called Court Zine, and this is the concept, which is giving me obviously like tennis, and I really like it. And then here are the photo cards, which there is 2 photo cards per member, and you get a random 1 out of 12. The next version is called Player Profile, and the same thing, it comes with a random 1 out of 12 photo cards, so 2 photo cards per member. And then we have the POVE version, which comes with the random 2 photo cards out of 18, which there's 3 photo cards to collect per member. Then you also get the image card. And so far, that's all the albums that they have released. I do not think that they're going to be doing any digipacks because it would have already released by now, considering that they announced the POV version, which usually groups announce this specific version after the digipacks if there is digipacks. So there's not a lot of photo cards to collect, which I really like. So I'm going to actually make fillers for the album PCs because that is what I forgot to make fillers for. So the sticky notes that I'm going to be using are these RJBT21, and I think these are from Daiso. So now that I have my fillers made, I'm actually going to be using Meow Cafe's Mermaid Stardust sleeves as my fillers. Usually I would use cardstock paper, but as you guys can see, I have quite used up all of my paper on previous eras, and not just stayc. I also have fillers and other binders, so we're going to be using sleeves instead. Which honestly, it's a good alternative because they're already like pre-cut. I don't have to worry about cutting them and stuff like that. So I might just continue using these sleeves. Alright, so now I have all of my fillers made, as well as an updated with all of the pre-order benefits that I announced last night. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the album photo cards first. And so I'm actually going to do, honestly, I would do 1, 2, 1, 2. However, the POV has 3 photo cards. So I'm not sure if I want to do 3 here and then just 3 here, or pre-order benefits here. So I think I'm going to actually do it a little bit different, and we're going to put the court photo cards here. Of course, this is just for the meantime because once I have all of my photo cards and pre-order benefits on hand, I usually change up my binder and rearrange it based on her outfits. So like you could see Metamorphic era, I have it based organized on her outfits, matching fits, or other pages are like headbands, glasses, hats, and stuff like that. This is just for me to keep track of how many photo cards I'm going to be having this era. Once I have all of my photo cards, I'm going to rearrange this binder and organize it the way that I actually like to have it organized. Next, I'm going to put the player PCs here. And then I'm actually going to start off with the POV albums, and I'm just going to go all the way down. There is an image card, which is basically looks like the OT6 photo card. However, I don't know if I'm going to have any space for that yet, so I'm not going to make a filler for it. So starting off with the pre-order benefits, I have Weavers. So this is going to be so far the first one there. And then I'm not going to add Make Star because Make Star already released a couple more rounds, and I know there's going to be more. We're going to keep Weavers there, and then I'm going to put Apple next. However, I am expecting Apple to have more pre-order benefits. Usually they have 4 to 5 rounds, sometimes even more. I think S era was 7 or 8 rounds. Yeah, so it looks like Apple was 7 or maybe 10 rounds, honestly. I don't even remember because there's like lucky draws as well. But you could see that there is a lot of pre-order benefits. So this is just the beginning. It is definitely going to continue to shift. So next I have Hello Live. I literally confuse this store a lot. I continue to say and I continue to think Hello Ive instead of Hello Live. And as you can see, this time around my fillers are a little bit different. Instead of just doing online, offline, or just numbering 5, 6, 7, I'm actually putting and describing the pre-order benefits. So like app was camera click, Weavers was actually selfie, but I didn't write selfie because we probably are getting a couple of more selfie pobs. Hello Live is like textbook, glasses, school. Soundwave is next, and we have Malang. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then we have Makestar, which they actually released a couple of more rounds. However, I'm not going to put that one. I'm going to move over to Star River, and you can see the pre-order benefit is a red bow. So yeah, I've actually been labeling them based on the POB and the concept. I feel like this is going to help me be a little bit more organized, so I don't always have to rely on a template every time I'm organizing my binder. So far, this is where I'm at right now with the current pre-order benefits. Of course, this is barely the second drop of pre-order benefits. We still have a couple of more weeks before comeback season, and usually there is a splurge of pre-order benefits after comeback season. So yeah, this is it. I do need to add more pages, but as you can see also, I finally did remove my photo cards and I finally did organize this binder a lot. So just a little bit of a preview. We have the Japanese comeback, which I am still going to continue collecting. They did have a comeback after Lover Killer, which was Stay Alive. I literally only joined one group order for this era, and I happened to win the raffle. I was so close. I was so close to almost losing my raffle win because I didn't have any internet, so I didn't receive the messages until like last minute. And so I immediately texted the GOM, gave my info and everything, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm so grateful for that because I managed to win the fan call, and I did get to talk to Xian again. So I do have another signed item of hers on the way, and then the group order manager did have a couple of extra Xian pobs. So I was like, give me all the Xian pobs, just give me everything you have. So that one is gonna go right here. I am still missing a few pobs from Stay Alive and obviously album photo cards, so I need to go back and look for those. Next, these were the couple of OT6 photo card sets that I decided to keep for inclusions. I kept this one because I actually have the album, and then I kept this one because I really like this J photo card. I think this one is the USA photo card set. For this one, I also have the album. I'm always going to keep the light stick photo cards, and then this is like my miscellaneous photo cards. These are some photo cards that I genuinely could not part with, so I decided just to keep them. And you can see that there are a lot of photo cards that I could not give away. I did finally post my stayc photo cards for sale. I actually have it as pay what you want, and literally it's just pay what you want. I don't have a set price for it. I don't really care if I don't make up the money that I had spent on them. As long as that they're going to a new home, that's all that matters to me. So if you're interested in any Xian photo cards, obviously not the ones that are in the binder, but like any that were previously and you don't see here, definitely check out my Instagram. It is pay what you want and stuff. So literally you can offer me $1 or $2 for a photo card and it's yours. I genuinely just need to get rid of them. So yeah, these are all of the photo cards that I kept. Of course, I am still going to continue collecting her like winner photo cards and like special photo cards. But yeah, this is my stayc binder. That's also a little bit of an update on how it's looking and how I'm going to be collecting her. Still going to continue all of her Korean comebacks and Japanese comebacks. As for other photo cards, I'll be really nitpicky about it. I may or may not even collect anymore, and I'll probably just collect the winner benefit photo cards, and that's it. And that is actually it for my stayc binder. So I am very excited for comeback. I have been missing them so much. My GOM is already starting raffles, and I'm manifesting that I win a raffle this era once again, and I can talk to her again this era, and I'm super excited. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, if you have any questions regarding anything in the collecting community, feel free to comment. I'll make sure to answer it to the best of my ability. And yeah, I hope that every single one of you has an amazing day. So I'ma let the sun cry.